Hello friends, welcome to my Cozy Haven. My name is Fiona. I'm really glad you clicked my video today. I'm just going to chat to you about the books that I've read this week. Thankfully this week was a better reading week than last week, so that was good. I've finished two books. Well, one that was on the go last weekend. Started, then read another one, and I've got another one on the go. So it's been a good week. This week has been a bit busier than last week, sort of. Managed to go swimming on Monday, which was lovely. Mum came as well and she swam, which was great. Then on Tuesday I was out with a friend for lunch and went to a garden centre and just had an absolute blast. All the footage is coming in my vlog next week. And then on Wednesday, Dad and I went and chose the Christmas tree, which was brilliant. And then he and Mum went and did some shopping. I stayed at home and pluttered about, but got things done. Yesterday was a rest day, and today is a rest day, so that's good because I have a friend coming to where I live for lunch tomorrow. She and I are going to go out and have lunch and just have like our Christmassy get together. So I'm really looking forward to seeing her. And then Sunday, I would like to do, maybe put my own wee Christmas tree up and maybe decorate my room a wee bit more for Christmas. I do need to get Christmas cards written and get they're ready and things ready for postage on Monday. So I've got things to do, but I'm just taking it bit by bit. I'm not going to go, woof, this is all I've got to do and just get it done. So I've decided, no, that's not going to happen this year. It's just going to be bit by bit, stage by stage. And I think it'll be done. I'll enjoy the process, as the saying goes. So shall we get into the books? So the first book is Winter Solstice by Rosamund Pilcher. I give this one 5 out of 5 every time I read it because I just adore it so much. What I will say, I'm going to give a trigger warning at the moment for this. There's death of a child and there's grief involved, okay? So I'm just going to let you know that from the outset. We meet Elfrida, and Elfrida was an actress. Not a best well-known actress. And she retires, or has retired, and has moved to this little town called Dibton in Hampshire. And there she meets Oscar, Gloria, Francesca and lots of other members of the community and, just absolutely loves her time there. A tragedy ensues that means that she is asked to accompany Oscar, up north to Craigan, to Corriedale, up in Sutherland. That's where he went when he was a boy, and his grandmother lived there. It has lots of happy memories for him. And they decide, right, we're not gonna do Christmas. We're just gonna, it can be a pork chop and that's it. But then Elfrida's cousin Carrie phones and says, "Look, can I possibly come to you? And can I bring my niece Lucy with me?" And they agree to that, which is great. And then there's a young man called Sam who's coming up to Buckley to work. And he is given the keys to Corriedale estate house that Oscar and Elfrida are in. So there's a big mystery as to why he's got this. And it's like, what happens when all these 5 people get together? And how their stories evolve. How they become part of the community, and then community envelops them in love and kindness and happiness, and it is just a delightful, delightful story. I really do love this story. I love Rosamund Pilcher as an author anyway. I would have loved for her to have written a sequel to this. I really would, because I would like to know where the story goes from the end, if that makes sense. But no, thoroughly enjoyed this one, and I'm just so glad that I picked this one up to read this year. I then picked up one that I won in the Christmas in July extravaganza giveaway on Instagram. And never heard of this author. And he very kindly signed the book for me as well and sort of sent me a really lovely email. And that is Jingle Bells and Christmas Bows by James Yarborough. This was a delightful read. Okay, I give this 4 out of 5 because it's just so delightful. Beat Dawn. And Dawn is a nurse. And she loves her job. She is dating a guy called Peter who is more interested in his work than he is in Dawn. And every opportunity where they're out, he will try and sell various products that he has invented, or his company makes. One day in the ER, she deals with this man called Herb, and Herb is dating he is friends with a much younger lady who's on the TV, and himself and Dawn hit it off. They've got the same kind of quirky sense of humour, and they just hit it off, but there are lots of, shall we say, misunderstandings and some jumping to conclusions, which they think as Christians they're doing the right thing, but they're not in some ways. It was just so lovely. It was a fun read. I really did enjoy it. I just think it was, a nice novella. I would definitely read more by James because I think he's a good author. And he's a Christian. It's Christian fiction, so there's no, nothing happens. But it's just a delightful read, and I'm so glad I won it. So thank you, James. I'm really glad I've read your book. And the book I then picked up was Hot Chocolate Honeymoon by Kathy Gillian Thacker. I am on page 166 of 251. So just under 100 pages to read. I'm enjoying this one. I'm not going to say very much about it, but I am enjoying it. There hasn't been a lot of mention of hot chocolate. So I'm hoping that in the last kind of 100 pages we get some hot chocolate mentioned. Because if not, then I'm not going to be, I bought it for the words hot and chocolate. But no, it is a fun read. The relationship between Grace and Ryan, egged on by Grace's pupils, is just so much fun. Really, really liking this one, and it's my first Kathy Gillian Thacker. I will definitely be reading more of hers because I like the way she writes. What I would say about this is that the chapters are pretty long, but I am glad they got kind of page breaks every now and again, which makes it easier for me to just sort of think, right, okay, I can stop here, especially at night. I can stop here and I can pick it up tomorrow, which is good. So that's this one. I don't want to tell you too much about it because I'll do a full review once I've finished it. So those are the 3 books for this week. I have got my books getting ready for. This is ridiculous. Yeah, getting ready for sort of dealing with my Christmas TBR or my December TBR. That video will go up over the weekend or maybe Monday. But I'm getting it sorted out, which is good. What am I going to be doing this weekend? I've given you kind of a rough idea. I want to make Advent cookies as well. That's a must. Be watching rugby. The URC starts again tonight after the international break, so that's good. I'm just going to hopefully enjoy the weekend, have a great day tomorrow with my friend, and Sunday just get a few bits and pieces done. Next week is quite a busy week. I don't think I've got a free day next week, which is absolutely really crazy. But yeah, I don't think I have a free day next week. It's just, but It's fine. It's fine. I will get things done. My friend is coming next Thursday to stay through till the Sunday. But she's going to help us decorate the house because we got the Christmas tree arrived, as I say, this morning. It's now sitting in a bucket of water. We'll bring it in probably next Friday and sort of set it up, and then we will decorate on the Saturday. So that's quite good. I would like to get other parts of the house decorated so that the tree in the sitting room are the last things to do, I think. But we'll see how it goes. I'm not putting pressure on myself. It's not worth it. It'll just get me uptight, and I won't enjoy the process of decorating our house and just making those memories. What I do need to do is, once I've got this video done, is I need to go and search for the advent calendar. I've got a sneaky suspicion it's in one of the boxes under the stairs. So that means bring them all out, having a look, taking them back in. It's not bad actually, because it means I can get hold of the advent tree as well and put that out, which will be very, very useful. So that's it for this video. I hope that everybody had a lovely Thanksgiving yesterday, and that it was just a very lovely day for you all. But please come chat with me down in the comments. What have you been reading this week? Have you read any of the books that I've mentioned? I would love to know. What were your thoughts? I would, again, really like to know. What have you been reading? What have you been doing? What are your weekend plans? Have you decorated for Christmas yet? Come on, tell me, guys. I want to know. Have you decorated for Christmas yet? That's burning question. And if you have been decorating for Christmas, have you themed anything? Do you go by, do you theme it, or how do you decorate? Another burning question. But that's it for this video, friends. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. On your way down to chat with me in the comments, if you'd like, please subscribe and join my little cozy haven family here on the internet. And then hit that notification bell that'll just tell you when I'm bringing out new videos. But that's it for now. Until my next video, friends. Stay safe. Happy reading. Bye.